Good afternoon. This is Kelly Dion-McFeeters, and I'm here to provide you with a COVID-19 update for July 17th, 2020. First, however, we are expressing our sincere condolences to the Watchmaker family and the loss of their mother, Cecilia. The services will be here on Monday. Now, we are pleased to announce that there are no confirmed cases of the COVID-19 virus here in Kehewin. There is one active case in the Bonneville District, 2 in the Two Hills County District, and 1 in the Vermilion County District. Now, with more from leadership of Kehewin, here is a message from Okimaw Vernon Watchmaker.
First and foremost, I'd like to take this time to provide you with an update on behalf of Chief and Council. It's been quite some time since we provided an update. First of all, I'd like to give thanks to the Emergency Management Committee and crew for providing their time and effort and keeping Kehewin safe. With that, I'd like to just give you some updates since our last. We have decided as a Chief and Council to extend our state of local emergency till September 15th. We had a lot of discussion over it on how to relaunch our community, keeping in mind that we wanted to keep you and all the members, from the elders to the youth, keeping in mind of their safety. So with that, we've been working diligently with other agencies outside the community, looking for sufficient PPE, masks, gloves, so that we can get that for you when you, I guess, decide to leave the community for whatever reason. We've so far received 4,000 masks from the province of Alberta. And through the Director of Emergency Management carrying out that initiative, it's been going good so far. As part of the relaunch, we also committed to providing voluntary mass testing. So basically providing you the opportunity to come reassure yourself through this trying times, to make sure that we are still having negative results in our community. So far, I can say to you today that we have 0 cases here in our community. And it's been 4 months since this pandemic has taken place. And with all the information that we gather, it seems to be going to be here for a while yet. We've all experienced the first wave of the pandemic. We've seen the numbers rise, through the information we receive. We've seen the numbers come down as well. And that's because everybody took part in making sure that our community is safe and taking the precautionary measures. And everybody can thank themselves and the people around our communities for putting forward these precautionary measures so that everybody's safe. But since then, the province of Alberta had decided to open up, I guess, the services in the province. And they provided a 3-stage process. May 14th, they came out with stage 1. And June 15th, they came out with stage 2. So with stage 2, basically opening up a lot more services in the province, it basically prompted our members to venture out more. And we're here just to remind you, if you are going out there for essential travel, not essential travel, that you keep in mind the areas that you're going, keeping in mind the number of cases that are out there wherever you're traveling, so that you keep yourself safe and you keep your family safe and the elders. So now with the second wave, with numbers that are kind of starting to rise. That's the reason why we felt that we need to stay status quo on our state of local emergency so that we can be able to have our services continue. We have essential staff that are in our public buildings. The public buildings are still closed to the public. And if you need to make an appointment, I believe that's the only time you can come to the office to see the essential staff. I also like to add that our workforce here in the reserve, that everybody is waiting to go back to normal activity. But we all know that we cannot return to normal activity. It's basically going to be a new normal. If we're going to be able to deal with this pandemic, we need to maintain our precautionary measures. We have, on August 1st, the province is going to announce how they're going to roll out the education at the provincial level. And we need to, I guess, address that when that information is made available to us. And I would just like to encourage the members to have faith in your community, to support the community. When you support the community, you're supporting yourself, making sure that everybody is safe and healthy. If you have activities, yes, we did mention before, if you stay home, stay safe. But now with the new measures that are brought out from the province, we cannot stop you from leaving the community if you want to travel. But we encourage you to make sure that you follow precautionary measures wherever you travel. So with that, I just want to thank you as community members. We will give updates as time goes. We used to have quarterly band meetings, and that's another thing that we're looking into. I foresee maybe tentatively in September our audit will be complete, and that'll be a good time to have a band meeting. But we'll finalize that in the near future. But I just wanted to take this time to address the nation, that as the leaders working together and working and providing information for our members, we can keep each other safe, and knowing that being updated is something that's we will continue to strive for. And in closing, I just want to take this time to thank all the workers, all the staff, all the emergency, all the safety watch that are helping keep our community safe. I would like to thank the elders for their prayers, for keeping our community safe at this time, and also encourage our youth to take care of our elders. And with that, I want to thank you, and we'll provide more updates in the near future. Thank you. Hi.
Thank you, okimaw Watchmaker. And now for an update on the Emergency Management Committee and Kehewin Safety Check Stops, here's Ken Dion. Ken?
Okay. So where we are today, local state of emergencies, we're still in a local state of emergency right now. We haven't lifted that at this point. We're anticipating the second wave that would be coming through the community. We've had a lot of activity that's come through our community in the last month or so. So we've been doing the testing and all along with the keeping the checkpoints up. Okay, so we're at the safety checkpoints. We're still operational 24/7 on safety checkpoints. We have checkpoint 1, 2, and 4 that are still going forward. We still have gates at the dump road and also on road 2. To be able to have those people manage the gates, to close them at night and close them after they come out and come in. And our peacekeepers ensure that those gates are closed.
Are we still on curfew?
Yes, we're encouraging everybody to keep in mind the 10 p.m. curfew. With that being said, is that I know through medical emergencies and family stuff that people need to get done, or that they still come across the line, but we still encourage people to also get permits.
You have?
So with the peacekeepers, their primary job is to assist the emergency response teams, the RCMP, the ambulance, the Bonneville Fire Department, Kehewin Fire Department, and also do wellness checks on our elders, and also to be able to just patrol around to ensure that that traffic is kept to a minimum in the evenings between 12 midnight and 6 in the morning. So yeah, so the band buildings are still closed to the public, and we do have essential services that are working, and we encourage the people to call 833-Kehewin to set up those appointments to ensure that that your needs are being met. On September 15th, we're going to be re-evaluating where we are. We've been watching closely around the Kehewin Reserve, or what the activities are, and also watching other First Nations with their numbers are going up and stuff. During the summer, of course, a lot of people are moving around a little bit more and doing family stuff and going to gatherings, and so we're still logging at the checkpoints. We're still watching what the province is doing, the Alberta Health Services.
Thank you, Ken Dion. Regarding the COVID-19 testing and health precautions, here's Kehewin LPN Darrel Quinney.
The procedures we have in place are to try and isolate the person and contact the person that's been tested positive through the testing process that we have. And from there we go out with the person, go get a paper, and he gets all the contact people that he's been in contact with, the close contact tracing, and then from there we notify the people without giving the person that has been tested, COVID contact person been tested positive. We're just talking to the people and asking them to be tested and to self-isolate. And the person that is tested positive has to self-isolate for 14 days or until the symptoms have dissipated. And from there, we supply them with whatever they need for needs not to leave the house. And for people, if they do need to leave the house, we do have a place set up for them to go in quarantine for 14 days or till this thing subsides. We do have a daily COVID testing. Anybody can come in at any time and get tested. Just give us a phone call just when you're going to come, when you're going to show up. So and bring your Alberta Healthcare and an ID. And if you don't have your Alberta Healthcare, and if you're from the community, we can look you up on our system, and then it's easier for us to make sure that you're the right person doing the test. Well, people can get tested whenever they want to get tested, when they feel like they should get tested. Like for me, I've been tested 3 times, but for me it was my grandson getting sick, and then I got sick from him, and he's too young and he's scared to get tested and all this COVID. So when I got sick from him, I brought myself in to get tested. So if he did have COVID, I would have COVID because it spreads so easy between people. I encourage the members to keep self-isolating in a certain way, like keeping 2 meters away, wearing masks, washing your hands all frequently throughout every time you're out in the opening or whatever. I know it's time where we're already 4 months into this already, and it's time for us, like some people are just putting it on the side and not really, but at the same time, don't really put it on the side. Have it in your thoughts and remember that you have to self-isolate and keep your family safe, because you're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your family and the grandparents here in the community. And we all live so closely knit together that if it does come here, it'll spread really fast, like wildfire.
Do members have access to get face masks from you guys?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of face masks inside. We're already bagged. They're bagged at four a piece, and we're going to be distributing them at the checkpoint stops. And then usually when people came for testing, we gave them masks here. And then we'll probably put some at the band office and maybe some in a store here. And then we'll get more anyway.
Okay, thank you, Darrel. And an update on the new school and the progress. Kehewin Communications, Joni Watchmaker, went to meet with Kevin Watson on the progress of the new school.
Yeah. Up here is our feature staircase area. This is kind of the central part of the school. This has a gathering place for the kids. We got bleacher locations for the kids to sit, have their data drops, sit on their phones or their iPads, they can charge them. And of course the feature staircase heading up to the center. Of course this is a beautiful vaulted area, so it's an exceptional spot. This is our community entrance. This is where people can come and after hours, either playing floor hockey or volleyball or what have you. So this is where the community will come in. So this is a viewing area for the main floor. Of course, here's our gym. I think it's probably changed since you were here last.
Yes.
And this, of course, is our viewing area from above, so they can watch their games. And
Okay, the big question in the community, is it on schedule?
well, our schedule has moved into September. We're trending towards mid-September to the latter part of September. We did have some constraints, but we've managed to kind of get through them with all of our subcontractors. So, but the goal is to actually be able to turn this over in your hands approximately the 3rd to 4th week of September. That would be number one. So that's what we're working with. So we can still have, it doesn't mean that we're not going to let people are able to come in, they can start moving their classrooms in and start mobilizing from the old school or whatever. That can happen at the same time. So it'll kind of be an overlapping adjustment, but you'll be able to come in here and set yourselves up.
Okay.
So that's our goal, anyways, our hopes.
Okay, thank you, Joni and Kevin. And in closing, we would like to take the opportunity to remind the people to practice safe social distancing, wash your hands often, limit your outing to essential needs only, and have a safe and wonderful weekend. Till we meet again.
For any updates, information, or if you have any symptoms of the COVID-19 virus, please call or text the Kehewin toll-free helpline 1-833-Kehewin, 1-833-534-3946, or visit www.833kehewin.ca.